On Global TV News Prime, federal government reaffirms commitments to job creation. In business, marketers move to revise oil outlooks as Israel-Iran conflict escalates. On the foreign scene, the UK Prime Minister establishing facts of British survivors. And in sports, Liverpool sails a $116 million. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime and Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. My name is Godwin Sunday. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. And now to the news in details. The federal government says job creation is a cornerstone of Nigeria's energy transition plan. Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkeruka Ojeuchia, disclosed this while speaking at the International Energy Agency Global Commission on Nigerians People-Centered Energy Transition in Brussels. Minister stated this that labor and employment strategies have been formally integrated into formally national in energy policy, emphasizing the Nigerians' shift to cleaner energy must prioritize workforce protection and inclusive growth. The Minister of Youth and Sport, Ayodele Olawande, has called on Nigerian youth to shun an act that will bring the country down. Speaking during the Nigerian Youth Walk for Democracy Renewed Hope in Abuja, the minister says its core agenda is to engage Nigerian youth positively for a better participation in elections. Our correspondent Ramsey Enoch reports.
The Minister of Youth and Sport, Ayodele Olawande, during the Work for Democracy and Renewed Hope for Nigerians by Nigerian youths, says President Bola Tinubu is putting up reforms that will benefit Nigerian youths now and in future.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing a reform that is going to affect the life of the youth positively, not because of today, but the reforms that is going to affect our futures and those that are unborn and the young people, the teenagers and everybody. And that is why we are saying that, see, we cannot just be bringing our country down, because a lot of people said youth and Gen Z. We are Gen Z, we are millennium, we are alpha millennium, alpha Gen Z, whatever you call us. But we are here to say that the government has do a lot. This is the first time in the history of democracy that no student go out because he's not able to pay school fees.
President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Solomon Adodo, commends the economic and physical reforms under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration.
From the front line of activism to the seat of government, we salute the audacity of courage of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the principal architects of the struggle, who dared to transform our scars into the Renewed Hope agenda, a national rebirth written in the ink of daring reforms. In his second Democracy Day anniversary as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, it is, however, pertinent to state that his economic and fiscal reforms are worthy of commendation and are fast yielding a transformative legacy. He has remodeled a unique brand of leadership despite the woes inherited from successive governments in the past. And he never dwells on the past as an excuse for sensationalism, but rather vigorously addresses the fundamentals required to set the nation back on the path of greatness.
The special advisor to the governor of Imo State on youth affairs, Eric Wakwe, says there is an ongoing unveiling of strategies to drive home the projects of the president to the grassroots.
Let Nigerians know that in some couple of weeks now, we'll be unveiling the Renewed Hope Youth Ambassador. Renewed Hope Youth Ambassador is a structure that will cover the entire youth constituency, drive the project of Mr. President down to the grassroots, and empower young people. We want to empower the youth constituency, and Mr. President has promised to give that support.
Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global TV News.
Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia charged the 2025 Batch A Stream 2 members of the National Youth Corps Service deployed to the state to see Benue as their home away from home. Represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Youth, Sport, Development and Creativity, Dr. Philip Nogo, the governor assured the Corps members that the administration in conjunction with the security agency, has put measures in place to secure all locations and residential areas of Corps members posted to the state. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony of the 1,303 Corps members posted to the state at the orientation camp located at Wunine, Taka local government area, Governor Alia encouraged them to settle down, adjust and adapt to the new camp environment. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Student Engagement, Sunday Adedayo, says this is the first time Nigerian tertiary institutions are experiencing an uninterrupted academic calendar in the last 2 years. Speaking during a solidarity walk organized by the National Association of Polytechnic Students, NAPS, on Democracy Day, Adedayo commended Nigerian students for embarking on a solidarity walk to mark the day. Our correspondent, Ramsey Enoch Agbo, reports.
The Senior Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu, Sunday Adebayo, during the special solidarity work by the National Association of Polytechnic Students. Nothing.
Mr. President, and I'm sure this is just an Oliver twist. Appreciating the president is another way for them.
The President, National Association of Polytechnic Students, Paul Oganya, who spearheaded the solidarity walk, said the work was to let Nigerians know that this is the first administration to invest so much in Nigerian students.
It is worthy to note that since the inception of democracy, it is the president that has invested much in education. That is why we are gathered here today in this program.
The NENFON, all what you need to do is just to be a Nigerian and also have matric number of a school to apply for NENFON. They are not only paying that we've never experienced in this country before.
To thank the president, especially for the pipe letter,
we say a lot of things President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done for, especially in terms of the oil and gas pipeline security contract he gave to our boss, Chief Government Ebompolo, aka Tompolo, through the Tantita Security Services Limited. It is something that's
Femi Afolabi, who confirmed the industrial action in a chat with journalists, said the 7-day ultimatum to the state government was given a week ago. Lassa fever is surging again across Nigeria, with Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention confirming a higher death rate and more infections despite ongoing public health interventions. In its latest situation report for FCDC said 8 new confirmed cases were recorded in Ondo, Bauchi, Edo, and Nasarawa states, representing a slight rise from 6 cases reported in the previous week. It said that so far in 2025, Nigeria has reported 747 confirmed cases and 142 deaths, marking a case fatality rate of 19.0%, a concerning increase from 18.1% recorded during the same period in 2024, I beg. Intensifying efforts in executing meticulously planned strategic operations that will effectively disseminate potential threats and uphold peace within the borders. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kenge, made this known while addressing journalists on the operational activities of the armed forces in Abuja.
Kidnapped victims were rescued. The troops also recovered arms and ammunition, as well as improvised explosive devices making materials. Motorcycles, vehicles, among others, were also recovered. Terrorist camp and equipment were burned in situ. The troops also arrested 5 terrorist logistics suppliers, collaborators, and a Chinese national claiming to be a miner during a well-coordinated operations conducted in Kukawa and Gala local government areas of Borno State.
In a collective effort
Rivers State recently commissioned are faceless. Engineer Umahi said same sanction of the road was awarded for 156 billion naira by the past administration, but that work on the project never started. The minister stated started complete reconstruction work on the road began. The chief executive of the commission, Gbenga Komolafe, disclosed this when he received a delegation from the Independent Petroleum Producers Group at the commission's headquarters in Abuja recently. A statement by the commission says Komolafe emphasized that oil and gas producers must either begin production within a specified time frame or relinquish their licenses. He stated that the policy aimed to revitalize the oil sector, ensure optimal use of assets, and boost government revenue. Meanwhile, the chief executive of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Gbenga Komolafe, has reiterated the commission's and boosting investors' confidence. A statement signed by the spokesperson for the commission stated that Komolafe made this known when he recently welcomed a delegation from the Independent Petroleum Producers Group at its headquarters in Abuja. The statement says the visit was led by Independent Petroleum Producers Group's chairman, Abdulrazak Issa, who also serves as the chairman of Walter Smith Group, an indigenous oil and gas company. On the foreign scene, Israel's military says Iran has fired about 100 drones towards its territory, many of which were intercepted after Israel carried out waves of strikes.
Absolutely devastated by this awful news.
Thick black plumes of acrid smoke record holder in the women's 100 hurdles, Toby Amusan, will be missing when the 7th installment of the 2025 Diamond League makes its schedule stop in the city of Stockholm, Sweden on Sunday. The 28-year-old, who recently emerged as the winner of the events during the 4th leg of the Diamond League meet in Rabat, Morocco, was not involved in a favored discipline after her name was not featured amongst other athletes In the official start list released for an array of stars compete on both track and field discipline as they continue preparations ahead of the World Athletics Championship set to be held in Tokyo, Japan in September. Liverpool have finalized a £116 million transfer agreement to bring German attacking midfielder Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen, a deal and up to £16 million in performance-related ads-on. The potential totals could eclipse the British record set by Chelsea £107 million purchase of Enzo Fernandez in 2023, provided Liverpool sustain elite level success. As we end the Global TV News Prime, let's take a look at Onyejocha disclosed this while speaking at the International Energy Agency Global. In business, global oil markets have been thrown into a state of intense volatility, sending analysts scrambling to revise their price overlooks following a dramatic escalation in tensions between Israel and Iran. And on the foreign scene, Israel's military says Iran has fired about 100 drones towards its territory, many of which were intercepted after Israel carried out waves of strike on Iran overnight. And in sport, Liverpool has... And that's it on Global TV News Prime. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all our social media platforms now showing on your screen. Use it at Global TV.